and it's hard, but you can get over it. It's all about here. And this is amazing. How the brain works and functions, it's crazy to the human mind. It's not even, people are still discovering some new stuff about the brain. And the brain is connected to your body and the nervous system. So if your brain is tripping, your whole body is tripping. And you choose to let your body and mind to trip. Simple as that. Life is simple. Okay guys, welcome back to my episode, and today we are going to talk about embarrassment and how it's not real. So today I'm telling you how the measure of embarrassment is different for everyone, and the fact is that it's not real. What do I mean by it's not real? So the person next to me might feel embarrassed falling or saying some wrong words in a ceremony or something, or just overall that person might feel embarrassed falling. I may not. I may feel embarrassed farting in class, but the person next to me might not. So you're the one that can actually choose how embarrassed you feel of certain things. So we all have those moments in life where we did something and then it's stuck with us for life. And it could be maybe something that we did 2 years back, and then today we're feeling so embarrassed. We kind of remember it and then we cringe so badly within ourselves, and we're like, oh my god, like this is so cringe. But if you think about it, you're the only one that kind of remembers that thing that happened, because you're the only one that chooses how much you want to feel embarrassed of. So the feel, it's not real. You're mostly feeling embarrassed. So being embarrassed and feeling embarrassed, it's different. I believe in being in shame rather than being in embarrassment state, because shame is something that you grew up with. You're constantly getting compared. Your family members are constantly comparing you to other people. It could be friends, it could be family members, it could be cousins from another country, it doesn't matter. So shame is something that grows up with you as you're constantly getting compared to other people, and then you begin to compare yourself. So you're losing yourself. It's a cycle of losement. You're losing yourself. That's shame. So embarrassment and shame, it's two different things. Embarrassment is you're being embarrassed. You're feeling embarrassed. Something happened and I feel embarrassed now. So the embarrassment feeling, it's not real. So I don't understand if someone is saying, I'm being embarrassed. If someone says something to you and you're in a group, for example, you're in, circle, like you're with 10 people, and then someone says to you something and now you feel embarrassed. It could be like someone points out criticism on you or something like that. So someone might not look at you and wants to embarrass you. You just kind of feel embarrassed because maybe that's a weak spot that they pointed out. So embarrassment kind of kills you, if I'm being honest. So it gets you to this cycle of you fearing to experience new stuff because the new stuff it's not known to you. So let's say, for example, you just came out of your mom's womb. Why do I mean it like that? Because your mom's womb, when you came out of your mom's womb, everything is unknown to you. You don't know anything. So if you really think about it now, you don't know anything now. Because everything that we experience is new. But many of us don't want to experience new stuff because it's so unknown to us, and it creates this fear in us because we fear public humiliation. Do you know what I'm saying, guys? So because you fear trying new stuff, you don't just fear trying new stuff with no reason. You fear trying new stuff because you fear embarrassing yourself in front of people. Okay? And why people? What are you really afraid of? You're afraid of people's ideas and thoughts that you created, and it's not even real, guys. So when I embarrass myself outside and someone looks at me, your body, or like your mind reacts and starts to create these scenarios of these people laughing at me and whatever. Those are not real. It's your mind playing with you. So you kind of need to take care of your mind and fix that shit, because that's not okay. That is normal, but you need to fix that. You're not going to be able to live with that for life. It's like this little voice talking to you all the time and preventing you from new opportunities. Are you okay? How are you supposed to succeed and, become better if you're just constantly not trying new stuff? So this is the zone what I'm talking about. You being scared of trying new stuff is you staying in the comfort zone. And comfort zone is the known zone. So you know this, it's so safe to you. You're so far away from experiencing public humiliation or embarrassment, because you're sticking like inside of the safe zone. And the safe zone is something that you just stick to things that you have already experienced as a child or is familiar in some type of way. It's like choosing someone else's path because it's clear. And I think there was a quote, I don't remember who quoted this, but it was kind of like, if the path in front of you is clear, then you're probably on someone else's path. And what does that mean? If you really think about it, what does that mean? It's because you're sticking on to someone else's path because it's a lot safer. It doesn't have obstacles, yes. But if you create your own path, we were created to create our own path, if you think about it, because none of us are really the same in any way. Obviously, our brain functions the same, but none of us have we don't react to the same shit as human beings. So if you're sticking to your path and it's so safe, it's so clean, there is nothing else, you're probably following someone else's path. And that's not what we are looking for. We are looking to experience and try new stuff. And those new stuff have consequences. And the consequence is usually, experiencing failure, looking stupid, and I feel like many people fear looking stupid to the public. Don't be scared to look stupid sometimes. It doesn't matter. I'm not saying look stupid, dress ugly and stuff and go outside and look stupid. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying don't be afraid trying new stuff. And while you're trying new stuff, you might look stupid because it's unfamiliar to you, your mind, your heart, your body, your everything. But what if the new stuff that you're trying, you start to discover your new levels? Because a life is a video game, and everything you do is like you upgrading your character. Pokemon, for example, you need to do stuff to evolve. Exactly. And also, many people fear being cringe. And the camera was weird the whole time. Okay, many people fear being cringe. I love that feeling of being cringe. So what? Let me be cringe. It doesn't matter. You can be so cringe. As much cringiness as you want. And you should be confident. And there's something about being confident in wrongness, because most of the time embarrassment is wrongness at some levels. Maybe you are in a conference room, you're having this, you're talking to the team, and then you pronounce something wrong, and then you feel embarrassed. So when you acknowledge or find out that you're wrong, then you know that you're wrong, and then understand, you start to become understanding with yourself that you understand your wrongness. Yes, you understand your wrongness, and then you kind of fix it. You don't embrace the wrongness, but you fix it when you can. Obviously, you don't want to put so much pressure on yourself and, make yourself suffer. But I understand that we should embrace, fixing stuff. Embrace the moment, obviously, and then fix it if it's possible. And fixing embarrassment situations, for example, pronouncing wrong words or something like that, it's possible to fix it, and the next time you're just ready not to say that shit. But don't put yourself in a zone where you're constantly making yourself suffer over things that you did by accident or you wrongly didn't know. So we're always just wanting to improve, some of us, apparently, but it's understandable. Embarrassment, it's kind of connected to cringe, and I love the word cringe because there is people that cringe over everything. How do you live? I love dealing with cringe moments. I just laugh it off. And there's some people that I know that used to, when I did something, they used to, tell me like, oh, that's so cringe. Like, is it really? Or do you just cringe about everything? Like, imagine being so boring. You don't, like, cringe. It's alive. It gives me rainbows and fairies and shit. Just having these people that do some cringe shit sometimes, it's so funny to me. So if you have people around you that tell you everything is embarrassing and cringe about every single thing, and don't laugh it off, and don't get just goofy and shit, and just they are serious about everything, those are the people that you should not hang out with, honestly, because in life you should be ready to do cringe shit any day. You should be ready to embarrass yourself any day. And it's not really, if you acknowledge embarrassment and you limited the measure of embarrassment, you don't let embarrassment, take over you. You don't have embarrassment. You don't deal with embarrassment because it's not there. So you're the only person that can control how embarrassed you feel about situations, period. Nothing else. There's no A, B, Y, C, nothing. You're the only person that can control and measure and choose the size of embarrassment. And I choose not to have it. And I'm okay with that. I feel like I have a freeing mind and body. So there's some people that really suffer with embarrassment and the anxiety that comes after embarrassment, and they have panic attacks after embarrassment. And I understand that, really, because we have been, the society and the system, the matrix as people call it, they have gave us so much pressure by the society and the people around us that we're constantly, like, our body is constantly in this, I'm not trying to survive everything, and our nervous system is effed up, and we feel it in our bodies, and that's why people react and panic after dealing with an embarrassment moment, and they start to cry. And I know it's hard because I have dealt with that sometimes, and it's hard, but you can get over it. It's all about here. And this is amazing how the brain works and functions. It's crazy to the human mind. It's not even, people are still discovering some new stuff about the brain, and the brain is connected to your body and the nervous system. So if your brain is tripping, your whole body is tripping, and you choose to let your body and mind to trip. Simple as that. Life is simple. The simplicity in life, it's really simple. Do you really want to, or do you not want to? It's so simple, guys. It's so simple. Don't let people and the society to give you these ideas that everything is just 10 times harder. It's not really. It's all about you. It's all about your will. And remember, guys, if you want to get over something, you must ask God. You can't just improve without asking the one that created improvement. You guys need to understand, this whole life is connected to the one, God. Okay? You need to understand, you cannot find richness if your connection with God is not rich. Do you guys know what I'm saying? Because you need to get to the roots of life, and the roots of life is God, because He is the one that created everything. You need to get to the one that can relieve anxiety. If you don't want to deal with anxiety and embarrassment, you need to get to the one that created embarrassment, knows the full reason why embarrassment there is. You need to connect to the one, if you want to get rid of anxiety, for example, you need to connect to the one that created anxiety and the one that can take it away from you and give it to you. So it's a self-improvement, but the self-improvement, the roots of it is connecting to God. I'm looking forward to new subjects. So comment down below, like, comment, share. Bye.